Okay, for this first part, I'm going to be showing you a little bit how I make my homemade tags. These are an example of some that I have that I made from this cardstock here. I just took about a page of this. It's 8.5 by 11. Makes really nice tags. So I just took it and I went at about 4 and I cut it, and then at about 3 and cut one. Then I flipped it and I done one at like 2, and then another one at 2. I'm gonna do this one at 2.5. And so once you've done that, you should have a pretty good assortment of cards here that you can make into tags. So this one is longer than a book, so I'm gonna cut it a little bit off, just so it isn't so long. That'll work. This one as well. I'm gonna cut an inch off. Okay. And then to make like the rounded edge here, you could just take scissors. I'm just gonna lay it on the 45-degree mark, line it up with that, cut, flip and cut as well, line it up. Then I'm gonna pull it down here and I'm gonna trim just a little bit off. And so then it looks like that. It's a nice wide tag here. And sometimes instead of using a paper trimmer, I will just take scissors and do it by eye. You can make like a template out of like an old credit card or something. So, like so. Now once I've done that, I have a nice selection of tags, and then I'm gonna decorate them, collage them in a few different ways. And one of the first ways I will decorate these is pretty simple. I will just take scrap paper or whatever I have, like I'm gonna do this page here. I'm gonna put some of the purple glue. You can put any kind of glue, glue stick, Fabri-Tac, whatever you need. I just like the glue sticks. And I'm just using the cardstock because it's a nice thickness to it, so then the tag feels nice and sturdy. So I'm just going to simply put this on this piece of scrap paper, take my scissors and go around and cut it out. So once I've done that, I have a nice tag, pretty clean. And so then I will take these binder reinforcement for paper. I'll take a binder reinforcement for paper, and then I'll just take just a little bit of ink, like the tea dye, and just make it not so white. So stamp that up like that. Then I'll get a hole punch. And I'll just take the reinforcement and stick it right on here, right in the middle. Then I'll take the hole punch and punch a hole right in the center. So then I have a nice homemade tag. Very pretty, pretty sturdy. You can do some more decorating, but I think I'm gonna leave this one just like that. Another way I like to decorate my tags are collaging. So I'm gonna get a fairly big one here, like this one. I'm gonna take the butterfly paper, and I'm gonna glue this to this with the purple glue. Once I've done it, it looks like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a reinforcement just to get a feel of the middle. Put it here. Yeah. Take my hole punch, punch right through the center. And you have a nice tag. You can leave it like this, but I'm going to do a little bit of collaging on this one. So This is some old book pages I have from a book that I've already used. So I like to use the pages from it quite often. So I'm just going to turn out a little page like so. Like, pop it like that. And then I have some stamps. I got these off eBay, pretty cheap. I also have these type of things already made with stickers. It says make the time. So I might use that. Let's already have that. Like that. So I'm gonna try and find a stamp I like. Maybe this flower one. Yeah. I may use some of the lace that I use often as well. So just this one. I may put some at the top. Or at the bottom. Or on the side. Okay, I'm gonna put some on the side. When you're collaging, you just keep mixing pieces and see what you like until you find exactly how you like it. I'm gonna get some of the turbo tacky glue. This one because it does dry fast and it also dries clear. So I'm just gonna put just a little bit just to give the lace or ribbon or whatever you're using something to grip to. Okay. I'll line it up and press. I'm going to let this dry before I cut the excess. So I'm going to go ahead and take my scrap paper. I'm going to ink up the edges a little bit more. Like so. I'm going to take the purple glue stick and put it on there. And I'm going to glue it about there. And then this is just another piece of scrap paper with a sticker on it that says make the time. I get these stickers at like Walmart. You can find stickers with letters and inspiration and stuff like that, or you can simply just print some out, which I do sometimes. So I think I'm gonna put that there and put some purple glue on this like that, and it says make the time. Then I have my stamp. I think I'm gonna put that there. This is just a used stamp. This one is from, I think, Mexico, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I get these offline fairly cheap. I think I get 300 foreign stamps for like $4 and some change. And they come in different varieties, different places. You never know what you're gonna get. So, like that. Now that this glue is dried a little, I'm gonna cut that ribbon or lace down like that. And so once you're done, you have a nice collage tag like this. Pretty simple. Put some more glue on that so it'll stick. And you could keep collaging and keep going and adding more stuff. So that's another way. One of the second ways I like to decorate, I'm sure you've heard of Mod Podge and decoupage. People will decoupage with napkins like these here. These are from the Dollar Tree, actually. You can get them in different places. different looks and stuff. So I'm going to use this one because it does have some butterflies on it as well. Like here. So I'm just going to take this and pick out the spot I want. I think I want this part up here with that butterfly. So I'm just going to take my scissors and cut this square out. Now you can use Mod Podge, regular white glue with water to decoupage. But the way I'm going to do it is with the purple glue stick. That way it's not Mod Podge down and you can't see the white part. So some napkins are 2 or 3 ply. This one is 2. So I'm just going to pull it off like that. Like that. And then I'm going to put some of the purple glue all over my tag or whatever I'm using. Like I said, you could Mod Podge it and stuff like that, but I like the way it looks of the whiteness left. Because if you was to use like Mod Podge or glue, it's going to take away the pretty much the napkin part and leave just the colored parts. So like that, and I'm going to push that into that, like that. Then before I cut it, I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to cut this off here in a minute. Then work on another one. So another way I like to make homemade tags is with old book pages. So again, I'm going to take one of these here. Now these that I keep making with this cardstock, you can make with anything. A lot of times I will make them from index cards, blank index cards, journaling cards, pretty much any kind of hard cardstock. You cut it yourself. You make any kind of tag you want. But for this one, I'm going to use an old book page from this. Like I said, I keep a lot of book pages like that. Then I'm put some more purple glue all over like that. Flip it and let's make sure. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna kind of line it up on the lines. Press into it. And pretty much cut it out now. For the next part, I'm going to add another reinforcement here. I'm going to stamp it up just to give it a little color. Put it in the middle. Take my hole punch. Punch it out. And then I'm going to take a little bit more ink and go around the edge of this. You can leave it blank. You can add things. I think I'm going to add a few butterflies to it, maybe. Maybe some collage. I may add some ribbon to it as well. Maybe some lace. Okay, and I have the ribbon that I used on the front. I think I may add some of this to this. And then add the butterfly on top. Like so. And the back of these are blank, so like you could write lots of good notes on here, maybe like a poem or stuff like that, you know. So I think I'm gonna put a piece of this ribbon that's the same as what I have on the front of the book. Again, I'm just gonna use some Turbo Tacky because that way it dries a little fast. I'm gonna flip it and trim the excess. Like that. And then I think I'm going to take this butterfly. Actually, I like that one more. I'm going to use this butterfly. I'm going to put a little bit of just Turbo Tacky. Like that. I'm going to take it and stack it. Like that. Then that's another way, a nice beautiful tag. Now another way is you could have left the butterfly in this off, then took the napkin and decoupaged over it, and that looks really nice as well. So this one I'm going to show you another way. I'm going to get another book page. It's pages that I use all the time. So I'm just going to put some glue on it. And then I'm going to put it on there and hold it. Then I'll take my scissors and go around and cut. Now for this one, I have this stuff, Tim Holtz collage paper, and this is the botanical one. I get this at Hobby Lobby on sale for $1.70. I really like this stuff. You can Mod Podge it, whatever you want, any kind of glue. For me, I'm going to put it on with the purple glue like I always use. So I'm going to lay it over this book page like that. And sometimes you'll want to use like a card or depress, but it depends. So I'm going to just start laying it right over it and push it down. And then once it looks like that, you can see the old book page is coming through the collage paper because it is see-through. So I'm going to cut that. I'm going to cut my napkin I did earlier as well. Now you could decoupage this, put some words on it, add a butterfly. Many different ways you could decorate it, but I think I'm going to leave it just like that. Same for this collage paper. Just going to go around and trim it off now. I'm going to take my ink and go around the edges just to kind of make it look like that page underneath. But as you can see, the page is coming through like so. But there are many ways to make tags. And these are just some of the ways I like to do mine. So I'm gonna add a reinforcement and a hole, and now I have a beautiful tag here. Add that to our pile of tags for our book. This is another way to make tags by collaging just honestly random stuff on top of each other until you have something nice and pretty like this. And so once it dries, you know, it'll look great. So I have quite a collection of tags. There are other ways you could cut out book pages, sew in some pretty book pages that you like as well. But for now, this is enough tags for this book. Okay, and for this next part, I'm going to be showing you how I use these small little place card things like these. You can buy these pre-made, or honestly, you can make them, you know. And then I have this tiny envelope here. This is from Hobby Lobby. And then a pink placement card. And I'm going to decorate these up a little bit before I put them in my journal. So for this one, I'm going to add a simple paper on the corner here, like so. And do just like that. I'm going to cut that excess. Then I'm going to put a small butterfly over the front, maybe. Like so. Yeah, okay. Put some glue stick. Put it like that. Okay, now I'm going to add like just a few pages. I just gathered up some scrap papers that I already have that I cut from earlier. And I'm just going to probably cut them and sew them into this. I'm going to cut some paper at 4 by 3. And I just have some little pages. And I'm just going to fold them over to make like a little book. You could copy down, decorate them, but I'm going to leave them blank. I'm going to sew them in just to show you. So I'm just going to take this, my awl. You don't have to do it perfect. No measuring. You could just poke a hole in the middle. In the bottom. And then the top. So I got 3 holes. Take just a little bit here. The same concept as when you thread it in the book. So put your thread through your needle and hold. Go through the middle. Go through the top. You could paper clip this the way your holes are lined up, or you could just hold it the top and then go to the bottom hole and go directly back into the middle hole. This is just an easy pamphlet stitch. And then I'm gonna tighten it and just make 2 or 3 knots like so. And you could totally leave this. I'm gonna leave 1 long, and I might attach like a charm, that way you could have something pretty. But then you just have a tiny little booklet here, so you could do it like that. For this envelope, I'm just gonna add a pretty butterfly to the front, maybe a stamp, maybe down here in the corner. Also may add a stamp. This one. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of purple glue, glue it right up there in the top. A little more purple glue, and I'm gonna glue this butterfly on like that. Pretty. This paper sack, like I said, I like to include these just because they're practical. You can keep a lot of stuff in here and it'll hold a bunch. So I think I am going to take a butterfly, a large one, maybe like that one, and I am just going to glue this on. And I might put a word at the top. This beautiful one. Put it right there at the top. And you could keep collaging and adding more stuff, but I'm going to leave this like that. And to have another post thing here, I'm going to leave the inside blank, but I am going to grab some scrap pieces of paper. So I'm just going to add this one. This one. I'm going to add this one right up under this one, just a little bit, like so. And I may add a stamp or another butterfly, but maybe a ticket or something. So I think I'm going to glue on this ticket as well as the butterfly down in the corner. Now for these, I'm going to use a little bit of turbo as well as on the butterfly, like so. So once it's done, I have something like that, nice collage. And then you could add this into your journal and then add your own papers